Jai Hind, a very happy Republic Day. This is Kabir Naqvi. With me in the studio, my colleague Nancy Bora and his team set of panelists, because this rolling coverage on the occasion of Republic Day, and very soon the Kartavya Path is going to be gleaming and beaming with all kinds of colors, unity in diversity. That's the spirit with which India leads on. 150 years of Vande Mataram, that's the theme. With me on the broadcast is, of course, P.K. Mishra, former ADG BSF, Captain Akhilesh Saxena, defense and geopolitical expert, and Group Captain D.K. Pandey, is a defense expert as well. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind to all of you. Group Captain, let me come to you next. You know, I was earlier reading about the animals that are going to be on display as well, and those are part of our armed forces as well. We're learning that there are going to be 4 Zanskar ponies from Zanskar that are going to be there. We're learning about a different kind of Bactrian camels, specialized canine units and dogs that will also be part of the parade. And with that said, animals play their own role as well. Those mammals play their own roles. Look at the president's bodyguard. When in unison, all the horses make their way to the saluting dais, it's a moment to behold, isn't it?
No doubt about this. As far as my attention goes towards the mules, the robotic, the new induction. It is also going to be there in the parade ground, and that will be attraction for everybody. So I think definitely dog squad as well as other animals, the camel contingent and all those things, they were part of the previous RD parades and all. But this time, this is first time it is happening. The mules, the robots which are in the form of its shape of the mules, they will be there helping the forces to achieve the objective, military objectives. They will be used for the assault operations also. How they will hold the gun, everything will be demonstrated. That is definitely everybody must be waiting for that, those moments. Like we wait for President to come and unfurl. Yeah, I will add here when President is unfurling the flag, Flight Leader Akshita Dhankar, again women empowerment. What I'm trying to hint, she'll be there to help her. And Scholar Nikita Chaudhary will be there in the first contingent. And as I already mentioned, 75-member band will have 9 agreees. Now, so coming on basically the performance on the Kartavya Path, it is we are not only showing our physical elements which are there on the Kartavya Path, we are showing our preparedness, how we train, how we achieve, because the accuracy and the precision, the way we perform, that we have shown on the battlefield, as well as now we are showing in front of our citizens, so that they should have faith, the faith which they are having from so many years, that should continue. And we have to come up with all military forces, all armed forces, in addition to the cultural taboos will be also there. We are indirectly telling the country is progressing the way our citizens are waiting for. So it is a matter of pride for everybody. There is no doubt about this. Each and every person, either the young children, the youth, they will be definitely getting motivated when they will see that all 3 armed forces as well as BSF and CRPF and those young girls performing in a very, very different way. It will definitely be motivation for the young youth to join armed forces and as well as contribute to this country for coming up to the required.
Group Captain, all the army veterans, all the army personnel, all the war veterans, they're essentially rooting for one particular contingent, because Captain Saxena told us that there is that award for the best marching contingent. Are you rooting for a particular contingent, Group Captain?
Definitely, the way, although I'm from Air Force, but I will say the naval contingent, the way they were practicing, I was really impressed. The coordination, the way, although I do want to show the bias, but if I'm showing the bias, then definitely.
That's okay, Group Captain. That's okay. You can root for your own. You can root for your own. That's all right.
So what I'm trying to say, who performs best today, that is going to be the decisive factor. But point is, I got impressed with the naval contingent, the way they were moving, the way they were coordinating. It was a class as far as my assessment goes. It may be different for other panelists, I don't know. But definitely the way, rather all countries were very good, but it is very difficult, it is very challenging for the team. Rather, I met the team who selects the best contingent, and the way they describe it is very, very tedious job, because although they do have about 50, 60 factors which they decide on basis of that they assess all the contingent, and then it is decided. Similarly, the tableau also, they decide which is the best tableau. So it is another point is when you have all these prizes and award, it means you recognize the effort made by the full team. few people may be there in the front of you, but it is again a full team which is behind preparing everything, which may not be like in movies. The hero heroines are there on the screen, but actually it is the production team, the direction. So that way, it is a full team which must be appreciated. So that's why these awards have been given, so that everybody appreciate that.
Well, absolutely. Very, very soon, it's all going to be in full motion. The president's bodyguard, and of course, Ursula von der Leyen and Mr. Antonio de Costa with the president reaching the saluting dais, the prime minister, laying the wreath, beg your pardon, at the National War Memorial, and then finally the festivities will begin, Nancy.
Of course, like in this time around, we have to keep in mind the focus on the theme right now is Atmanirbhar Bharat. The push is there for self-reliance, to make sure that you focus more on Make in India, because the global atmosphere is getting uncertain with day by day. We are trying to cut a deal with the European nations so that we cut our reliance on US, on other countries as well. So how important is it? Because I've read it that defense budget for this year is going to be 1,500 crore. They have 15,000 crore. They have given it for the defense to build a roadmap for that. And the focus of that budget is on making your weapons, making everything, making India self-resilient in defense. How important is that focus, PK Mishra?
Yes, Nancy, I can well tell you that, you see, you are stressing on Atmanirbhar Bharat. India is going ahead, Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. That is what we want to show to the world, that we are producing our own defense logistics. It is not only defense logistics, in every aspect we are making it in India. We are not depending on other countries. You see, the way the DRDO is advancing, we have already gone to the space. India has already gone to the space, and we are now Subhash Shukla is there on the parade. And I can tell you this Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India, that has already taken our country about 15 years ahead. And we have surpassed a number of countries in the world. You are just speaking about the trouble now taking place all over the world. Things are very bad, because of war looming everywhere. The cold third world war is there. But then we have to defend ourselves. We have to be in offensive also. So India with Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India, we are ready to face in both a defensive role, so as also in offensive role, with that of K9 Vajra, with that of Pinaka, with that of Akash, with that of S-400, with that of AD, with that of multi-barrel rocket launcher, with that of space strike drones. We are not second to anybody. Now, Madam Ursula ji will be there, and also Antonio Costa will be also there. The whole European delegation will be there. European naval contingent will be. They will be seeing how India has prospered. India is there in the world market also. I can tell you, our Akash and Pinaka, it is going to Armenia, it is going to Philippines, it is going to Singapore, it is going to a number of places. A lot of countries are now putting their faith in India, because this is after Up Sindur. The demand for a Pinaka and Akash has gone world. It is world famous now, and we are ready to face any challenge. And we are ready to face the world also with the defense logistics. And that is what, with this 150th year of Vande Mataram, and also with our Vajra Band, and also the Shaktiban regiment coming up. And I can tell you, you are just asking one of our officers about this Janskar Ponij and also the bacterian camels. Definitely, I will add to that. You see, this Janskar Ponij, it is there, the Ladakh Scouts, and also in Leh and Ladakh it's being used, because they are different type of ponies which can carry a lot of logistics to very high altitude.
And
that is the first time, because they are a part of our logistical support. Without that, we cannot exist.
Absolutely. The terrain is so treacherous. The terrain is so treacherous, ADG, right up there. That kind of expertise can only be brought to us by the Zanskar ponies and, of course, the animals over there. And,
the leader
of that
Yeah.
veterinary, contingent has already said that these are our soldiers. These are soldiers of the Indian Army.
These
Don't
are
look
our
at them
soldiers,
as
yes.
animals. These are our soldiers. Visuals that are coming across earlier from Gujarat as well as the practice continues to go on.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly go across to Captain Saxena. Captain Saxena, you earlier told us about, the post-Operation Sindoor era. What all has changed in terms of the leadership arc, in terms of the development arc. We're learning about a drone contingent that's going to be there, a contingent on the loitering munitions. The Akash system is also going to be on display, and the Suryastra, the universal rocket launcher, is also going to be on display. So, all in all, so much on display, so much for the viewers and for the, like ADG said, for the European delegation to look at and, well, marvel at what India is doing. It's great stuff. What do you think is the biggest change post-Operation Sindoor, the biggest learning and developmental curve?
I think, see, one side today we are having display on 61 cavalry, which shows that we continue with our tradition, right? It's more like a traditional, it's the oldest horse-mounted regiment, right? It started from Britishers and India also continued with. So I just thought I'll just make a remark.
Yep.
It's a traditional and ceremonial unit. But at the same time, from each war, starting from Kargil 71 and right now with Sindoor, we have done a lot of learning. And if you really see the geopolitical condition, no enemy, there are no permanent enemy or no permanent friends, right? Situation may change very, very fast. So the best thing in this is to be self-independent, ensure Atmanirbhar Bharat. And we have made a lot of progress in this, right? The first thing was having a defense system, which is, where the Akash is today will be on display. So we are ensuring that the integral part of Akash are being manufactured within in India. Now, any new technology which we are bringing, even from outside, there is an inherent deal that this particular thing will be developed in India, and technology transfer is an integral part of the deal. So that today we may take something which may be requirement of the tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But then after 1 year, 2 years, we are able to do it ourselves, right? Now you see the BrahMos capability which we have just developing, and a new unit has come into Uttar Pradesh. We are going to export this to more than 90 countries. So
But
that's a capability today we are giving, and that's a key message.
Precisely. Precisely, and that's going to be the key message, not just to the countrymen, Captain. It's going to be to the entire world, because, mind you, the Republic Day parade is seen across the world. It's beamed live across the world, and people do get glued to their YouTube channels, do get glued to their television screens, and watch this 90-minute, spectacle that you just can't take your eyes off of.